Esther was sitting at her desk a day or two ago, looking out at the swimming pool, and she saw something she hasn't seen. She's seen it one other time. A bird landed in the tree and did a belly flop into her pool, and then flew up, shook off, and did it again, and then flew up, shook off, and did it again, and then flew up, shook off, and did it again 20 times, at least a minimum of 20 times, just for the surprise and delight. Well, it was also taking a bath, but it rendezvoused with Esther to surprise and delight her. In other words, it picked that moment, that time, that place to have that experience, because there's nothing serious going on here. The world will entertain you. It will support you. It will soothe you. It will demonstrate your worthiness to you. You just got to get in the vicinity. And once you get in the vibrational vicinity of that, and you start noticing, see, the wonderful thing about a forum like this, where we talk about being more deliberate, about focusing your thoughts because of the feeling that you want to accomplish, is that when you think deliberately and then you see the response to that point of attraction, that makes you feel more worthy. And after you do that for a little while, you begin to expect that things will always work out. Things are always working out. There's always a backup microphone. Things are always working out. There is always another way. Right now, right here, right where you are, to get you to where you want to be. There's always another way. But that path is not even available to you unless you are in a place of loving self. You got to be in that place, you see. So yeah, it works out. It eventually works out for you, you stubborn buggers. It eventually works out for you because you get it a little and things work out, and you get a little more in alignment and things work out, and you get a little more in alignment and things work out. And after enough things have worked out, you start feeling, oh, I'm getting this. Right. But we would like you to realize that you could shorten the time between them not working out and them working out just by understanding that it's an emotional accomplishment that you have the ability of achieving much more directly than you think. If your kids are driving you crazy, don't stand there and try to talk them into some behavior that's going to make you feel better. That's going about it in the wrong way. And don't abandon them either. That feels like the right option, but it really isn't. Just don't try to make it happen right now. If you can, remember how much you love them, or think about them when they were asleep. That's soothing. But get off any subject that's aggravating you. And this seems counterintuitive to the way you've been trained, because the way you've been trained by other humans is buck up, get it done. I don't care how you feel. The world doesn't revolve around you. And that's not right. The world does revolve around you. Your world revolves around your emotional state. So you got to do anything and everything that you can think of doing to improve your emotional state. And if that means,
I was going to say that.
That means no holds barred. Look for a way to feel better now and better now and better now and better now, till you just get the hang of that, you see. And then we're not guiding you toward non-thought. We're not guiding you toward inactivity. What we're guiding you toward is alignment first, resistance out of the way, momentum in your aligned state, which will inspire all kinds of thoughts and relationships and behaviors and activities, but all inspired, you see. So for a while we're saying get into the vortex, and then now we're saying create your vibrational atmosphere by caring about how you feel and by finding thoughts that feel good. Just see yourself, your dominant work. If you were to leave this room with one word that you were going to empower yourself with, that you were going to use to make your world better right now, starting right now, and the word that you were going to use to help every other person that's coming to you for any kind of thing that they need, the words, I am a soother. I'm a soother. I soothe. I make the best of it. I look for the positive aspects, but don't get too carried away with that. Just soothe. Soothe yourself first, you see. Okay. Soothe yourself first. And you're not soothing yourself in that comparative state. Oh, it used to be better and now I don't know what I'm doing. That's not soothing. That's deliberately aggravating. That's poking at yourself with a hot poker. That's making it worse almost on purpose. That's the way your employer treats you. Prod, 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 motivate, 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 motivate. What can I do to make you do the work that you're supposed to do? I can threaten you with termination. What can I do to motivate you? Well, motivation is the antithesis of inspiration. Inspiration is calling you forward, you see. So you just got to hook up to that somehow, which means you got to be really nice to you. You got to be really nice to you and really nice to others, which means you can't beat up on yourself about one thing, which means there's a lot of things you can't think about.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of things that are just kind of off limits because you've decided to soothe yourself. So for a while, just won't think about that. Things come into your mind and you feel the aggravation of it. Just say to yourself, later, Gator. Later, Gator. I'll consider this later. I'll consider this later. Really good advice, isn't it?
Yes. Thank you so much. I love you.